When empaths stop worrying about being hurt by narcissists, this is what will happen next. Today's video is all about narcissists, who are really just jealous people who want to take credit for everyone else's success. My sincere appreciation goes out to you for being here today. For first-time visitors, feel free to say hello in the comments section below. I'd also like to express my appreciation to all of you who visit this channel frequently. I really value your time and effort. To receive alerts whenever new videos are added to the channel, make sure you're subscribed and the bell is on. Now let's begin. At the very least, I'm hoping that this video will provide some motivation for empaths who are trying to break free from narcissists' harmful loops. You might have been riding an emotional roller coaster that never ends. When you think back on the wonderful experiences you've shared, you'll find the strength to keep going. Narcissists, on the other hand, want you to believe this so they can keep you in the relationship for as long as possible, despite the fact that you should know better. Out of the depths of the longest night, a brilliant dawn will emerge, as is the case with all things. To avoid being boxed in, empaths realize they are more than just the narcissist collection and start prioritizing themselves. These events will take place when empaths stop worrying about being around narcissists. 1. The empath, for the first time, will speak up against the narcissist. And this time, it's for real. Talking is narcissists' favorite pastime. They believe they are always correct and work hard to impress their audience. People with narcissistic tendencies enjoy making a public display of their accomplishments in order to garner attention and admiration from a large audience. Other than braggadocio, narcissists also use their voices to denigrate and invalidate the feelings of those around them. Narcissists should be on the lookout for empaths who will speak out against them once their favored victims no longer fear them. In order to deflate the self-esteem of narcissistic individuals, empaths will speak out against them. Empaths are no longer hesitant to speak their minds. Because their victims have got the confidence to speak out against them, narcissists will be rendered speechless. Narcissists' nasty and humiliating statements will eventually wear thin for empaths. Narcissists' true colors are increasingly being exposed by those who have the courage to speak out against them and make them known to the general public as a cautionary tale. When empaths do share their feelings and thoughts with others, it's usually because they've had enough and their tolerance is wearing thin. 2. Empaths will no longer acquiesce to the fabricated sovereignty of narcissistics. Narcissists have a distorted view of their own worth. They believe that they are descended from a line of kings and queens. Narcissists have a strong sense of self-importance, and it's impossible to deny this. They're always on the lookout for methods to be the center of attention. Narcissists exaggerate their sense of self-worth as a way of masking their vulnerabilities. They disparage others in order to make themselves appear more important than they actually are. When it comes to the respect and obedience of others, narcissists crave it more than anybody else. Even though narcissists think of themselves as leaders, they lack the necessary skills. This is a fact. How does a person who is uncaring, self-centered, and prone to abuse attract a devoted following? To force others to conform to their unjustified power, narcissists may employ threats or manipulative tactics such as humiliation. When narcissists no longer scare empaths, they'll rise up in revolt against the narcissist's deluded notions of superiority. Of course, when one of their favorite victims stands up to them, narcissists will squirm with hatred. 3. If the narcissist makes irrational demands, empaths will refuse them without a second thought. Selflessness is a hallmark of empaths, yes, to the point that they give away too much of themselves and their resources to others. When they serve others, both human and animal, they feel a sense of satisfaction. All the good empaths do is done without expecting anything in return. There is nothing better than seeing and hearing other people's faces light up when they say thank you. Unfortunately, to meet their own desires, narcissists exploit empaths because of their unconditional compassion. Empaths have a hard time saying no to requests since they don't like to reject other people. Empaths are likewise terrified of the consequences if they refuse to meet the narcissist's demands. However, when empaths stop being afraid of their abusers, things start to get serious. They will reject their outrageous demands with a resounding no. As a result, narcissists often act like spoiled children when they have temper tantrums. Because of their motto, they will never accept no as an answer. I'll get it when I want it. This is what's on the narcissist's mind. As a result, narcissists become weak when their chosen victims cease feeding their egos. So, they will seek out other victims in order to sustain themselves in their day-to-day activities while trying to destroy the empath's reputation. 4. Empaths will reclaim their sense of self-worth and their rightful place in the world. Narcissistic abuse will cause empaths to lose their sense of self for a while, that's for sure. People who are empathic may mistakenly believe that they are to blame for the narcissist's victimization and gaslighting practices. In order to get away with their misdeeds, narcissists often use their victims' sense of guilt to their advantage. To further devalue or reject others, narcissistic people often invalidate and pass along their own views and feelings. This tactic is called projection. So, empaths may go through periods of self-discovery or existential crisis, which can lead to despair in some cases. Eventually, empaths will be able to restore their self-worth and genuine identities when they no longer fear their abusers. The narcissist's lies will no longer hold any sway over empaths. They'll begin to solidify their essential identities, making it nearly impossible for narcissists to subvert them in the future. 5. Empaths will reveal the truth. Narcissists disguise themselves as someone else by donning elaborate masks. They also do this as a way to convince others that they are kind and trustworthy so that they can take advantage of their fellow humans. Empaths who have known narcissists for a long period of time are already familiar with their true identities. By denigrating and abusing people, narcissists display their real colors after gaining the trust and sympathy of their victims. In the absence of fear, empaths will decide to reveal the true identities of their abusers to serve as a warning to others to stay away from these social vampires. Narcissists have an insatiable appetite for the goodness, generosity, and patience of others, leaving nothing behind for their unfortunate prey. But this time, narcissists are going to regret it for sure. 6. For the first time after being with the narcissist for so long, empaths are going to be truly content now that they're free. When you're in a relationship with a narcissist, you're handing over your happiness to your abusers. You can't have a happy existence with someone who gaslights and invalidates you on a regular basis. It doesn't matter how much you try to change your narcissistic partner or family members. You'll always be emotionally weary. The reason for this is that they are unwilling to make any kind of positive change. More anguish and suffering will ensue the longer you remain in the company of narcissists. The narcissist in your life isn't going anywhere, and you need to ask yourself why. Because of the narcissist's behavior, you may feel guilty, scared, or responsible for their well-being. But I want you to know that when you empaths are no longer afraid of your abusers, you will be able to live your lives in peace. You will feel a deep sense of well-being within yourself. You'll grow stronger, wiser, braver, and happier when you no longer fear narcissists. We empaths know all too well that our fear of leaving the narcissist is keeping us from living the life of our dreams. It will be simpler for you to let go of narcissists who did nothing but exploit, abuse, and gaslight you if you let go of your fear. Therefore, you may opt to leave your abusers before it's too late. Please consider it and make a decision as quickly as possible. All of you deserve nothing but the best. It is my earnest hope that you have found this material useful. I appreciate you watching and, more importantly, listening to what I have to say. Let us know in the comments section below if you have any thoughts or experiences to add. And if you don't want to miss any future videos on this channel, make sure to subscribe and enable the bell button. Thank you for taking the time to see this.